At this time, the Earth is the only planet that we know of that supports life, but the laws of probability dictate that it's impossible that there are no other planets in the whole universe that are home to life. It is entirely possible that some of these planets support intelligent life, maybe even life that's far more intelligent and advanced than humans. But because the Earth, its life forms, and its resources appear to be extremely rare, maybe that means that an advanced alien race would see us as a threat, or want to take our planet for themselves. What if an alien army traveled across the cosmos to do just that? Today, Life's Biggest Questions asks, what if the Earth was under attack? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that questions the impossible. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe for more daily questions. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video where we respond to some of your comments. If there are any government procedures for an alien invasion, the general public doesn't know about them, and I don't think they ever will, until it actually happens. I would imagine if the Earth were under attack, the events would unfold as follows. First, world leaders would take to airways, social media, and television for a special address. Leaders would instruct the masses to seek shelter, somewhere where they could listen to further developments. You'd probably get an alert on your mobile phone. Sirens would be heard in the streets. People would mark themselves as safe on Facebook. Safe for now. While the general populace was hiding out, world leaders and their highest up military officers would create a plan. They would attempt to figure out how dire the situation is, how many alien ships circle our planet. They would likely correspond with the astronauts on the ISS for a better vantage point, if the aliens haven't killed them yet. Then there would be attempts to communicate with the invading alien race. The world's most notable experts on language, linguistics, biology, and military combat would be brought in. Seeing as this is an alien race we're dealing with, they probably use a completely different way of communicating. So the experts would suggest using pictures. These pictures would be shown on huge screens or drawn into the landscape so they're visible from space. These messages would attempt to be non-aggressive, stating in some way that we are carbon-based life forms and that we intend to be peaceful. Maybe these aliens would respond in some way by broadcasting pictures of their own, using technology that's completely incomprehensible to us. But more than likely, the invaders wouldn't respond. In this case, we would be using the best telescopes on Earth to examine their ships and weaponry. Maybe there are some weaknesses that we could take advantage of. Essentially, we would try to determine if there was any chance we could beat this invading alien race. While this is happening, leaders are corresponding with each other, working together to point all available and capable weaponry at the alien ships circling our planet. It's clear that we would need all the countries to pitch in and join forces to deal with the impending attack. The wealthy and well-connected would be sent to secret underground shelters, while working class people are left to fend for themselves. It can be assumed that many would go to remote areas, away from cities. It would be less likely that these remote areas, like in the mountains or forests, are less likely to be affected by an alien attack. Highways to these remote areas would be packed full of cars. It would be a full-on traffic jam. The shelves of grocery stores would be raided until there was no food left. The question remains, would we wait for these aliens to strike first, or would we fire first? If we fire first, then we run the risk of a full-fledged attack. Who knows what kind of capabilities these advanced invaders have? Maybe they could vaporize our entire planet with one shot. I would imagine, though it would mean inevitable casualties, we would wait to see if the aliens strike us first, and then take that opportunity to strike back. If this happens, entire cities would be wiped off the planet in a matter of seconds. Then there's the possibility that we would have to negotiate with the invaders. The lives of 7.5 billion people would surely be more important, right? Maybe not. Of course, the general public wouldn't have any idea what the conditions of these negotiations would be. Would we surrender and allow the aliens to take our resources? Or are humans the resources the aliens wish to take? Only time will tell. One thing is for certain, on Earth there would be complete and utter chaos. It would be every man for himself, as homes are looted for food and valuables, pharmacies and hospitals are looted for drugs and medical supplies. It is extremely difficult to imagine what would happen if the Earth were under attack, because of course it's never happened before. It is assumed that there is a plan in place for dealing with an alien invasion, but of course it's classified. And it's also very, very unlikely that it would ever happen. But we hope that you enjoyed imagining what would happen if it did. For now, I'm going to wrap up this video with some comment responses from my last video, what if Pangea reformed? Shadow05 said, what if your channel was slowly dying with its views going down drastically? I don't want to think about that, but I assume we would fire Jack. Reese Jenkins said, how do these scientists actually know that this happened millions of years ago? According to Encyclopedia Britannica, scientists have studied the geologic record, radioactive dating, seismic surgeries, and other technologies to determine that Pangea did exist. Coastlines like the coast of eastern South America and western Africa are very similar. That's because they used to fit together, like a puzzle piece. Also, similar fossils have been found on those completely separate continents, and these animals could have never traveled across the Atlantic Ocean. question. Joseph Going says, this was really good. Well, thank you very much, I'm glad you enjoyed. Nick Pearson said, what if everyone was the same ethnicity? We've actually already done a similar video. What if we were all the same race? Make sure you check that out. Om Prakash said, reveal your face. We actually did a face reveal for our million subscribers special. Why don't you check that out too? It's now a video posted to our channel. That is all for this episode of Life's Biggest Questions. If you want to keep watching, check out the playlist that's currently flashing on your screen, and make sure you like, sub, and turn on those notifications so I can see you in a future episode of Life's Biggest Questions.